Okay, so this video is going to be actually about setting the stage and getting ready for your performance. And it's all about, this is like a really exciting day, so it's really important for you to feel good so that your audience can receive you and for you to do your best performance. But it's really all about you being comfortable. And so this video I'm going to share some of my tips and things that I like to do for my performances. And one of those first things is making sure that you look good. Setting up your outfit, doing what you feel comfortable wearing. Being comfortable on stage is very important. You don't want to be uncomfortable while you're already concentrating on performing your music. So this Pink Floyd shirt is one of my favorite t-shirts. I also love the band. This belt is one of my favorite belts. It kind of looks like a Wonder Woman belt to me. And it has a tiger's eye right in the middle, tiger's eye stone. And this is also a skirt that I've worn many times on stage. One of my favorite colors is yellow, and that's something that even in outside of my teaching profession and performance life, you will see me wearing this color all the time because it's something that I love and it's something that makes me feel good. Yellow can also represent prosperity and also happiness. It's the color of the sun. It just feels really warm and really good. So I really like to wear this color a lot. I'm also wearing a hat here that has a veil on it, which I've used this before on stage, to where you can kind of conceal yourself a little bit. These are one of those things that can maybe help with something like anxiety, to where you feel like maybe people aren't really looking at you. You can veil yourself. It's an easy way to go within. I think that when you're performing on stage, something that you see artists do a lot of times are wearing big hats, floppy hats. A lot of times you will see them wearing sunglasses or shades. It's all to help with you going within, feeling your most comfortable self, so that you can perform your best. So this is definitely something that I will wear on stage. I've worn a very similar variation before with this skirt, belt, and hat. Maybe different top. It just kind of depends. The lighting is always extremely important. So you can buy black lights, blue lights, orange, red lights is what you're seeing right now. Pretty much almost at any store. These may have come from Walmart or Target. You can get lights like that from those places. Your local CVS or Walgreens if you're in a tight crunch to kind of pick some things up for your performance. If you are not setting up your own stage, but if you are at a music venue where they set up the lighting for you, it's very important that you let them know what lighting that you want. It's just as important as your sound, I think. Especially for myself being a harpist, I have red and blue strings on my instrument. And so I've noticed that in a lot of red lighting, it's very difficult for me to see my red strings. So lighting is really important for technical reasons, but also just it affects the way that you feel too, and the way that your audience is going to feel as well. If you are in a space where you can create something yourself, like do-it-yourself DIY, if they allow you to, I always like to do natural smoke. A lot of people use smoke machines, but I actually use what is called sage. It's an herb. And I'm going to light it here because it kind of went out a little bit. You can get it going pretty good, and you can have an herbal smell throughout your performance, which is also calming for yourself and the audience. And it provides the smoke aesthetic as well too. Okay. Also good for cleansing. All right. So another thing that I like to use on stage are crystals. Okay. I have several different crystals that I like to use. Okay. All in setting your mood, setting your intentions, and bringing your audience in. Okay. I also use a lot of candles. This may not be able to be, you may not be able to do this in a typical music venue. Some festivals, they may already have a setup for you, but especially if it's a do-it-yourself type of thing, you can kind of do your own thing with setting up your stage. Okay, I have one here. I've used both for performances before. I don't have a candle in this one right now. These are all things that I have. Everything that you're seeing right now are things that I've used before on stage. Okay. Another favorite thing that I have and what people typically love is my mic stand. I've even had other musician friends borrow my mic stand because they enjoy it so much. It started out with just a few flowers. Michael's or Joann's, the arts and crafts store, good places to go to when you need to pick up items for staging your set, staging your performance. I have all kinds of flowers on here. It started out with, I changed it every now and then. This one is probably going to be like this for a while. Orchids here. I used to have sunflower. Sunflower is one of my favorite flowers, and so I put that, used to have a lot of sunflowers on here, but I kind of wore those out, and so I got some hardier plants here from Joann's, different type of orchids, different flowers. I have peacock feathers, as you can see my mic here. You can kind of see the peacock feathers here. Okay. I take this mic stand with me everywhere I go. For one, I know exactly how to use it. Okay, and just like I bring my own microphone as well too. These are really good tips to have. You want to have your own instruments. This is like your instrument as well too, your mic stand and also your microphone. Okay, just as important. I'm going to also kneel down for a second because I want to show you guys some other things I've used on stage before too. One thing that I love is fabric. You gotta have a lot of fabric sometimes. I use a lot of electronics when I perform, and even if I didn't, I probably would use something like this to kind of stage the area on the floor. So fabric, more fabric. Keep all of this stuff. Everything that you buy for your performances, keep them, because you can always reuse it. Okay, more fabric. Some more yellow here. Surprise, surprise. Okay. Okay, fabric. More fabric. Okay. So just like a bag of fabric. So you can use this for designing your stage, but you can also use it for performing as well too. Okay. All right. You can use something like this to where you can easily still see. Okay. If you want to add a little dramatics or theater to your music performance. Okay. These are all things that I've totally done before. Keeping your audience engaged. Do whatever makes you feel free and comfortable. Okay. This one you can kind of see me definitely a little bit more. I've used this fabric for photo shoots. Okay, I'll see if I can share some photos with you guys as well too. I'll definitely be sharing some performance videos. I submitted myself for NPR Tiny Desk concert, and if you don't know what that is, definitely check that out and look that up. You may feel I don't know what the age requirement is for that, but I encourage all my students to create your own videos. It's a good way to kind of go back and look at yourself and see what you like, what you don't like, what you maybe want to change. It's like practicing your instrument. Okay. I also love hats. Okay. Outside of the hat that you just saw me wear, I'm going to show you another hat that I've used on stage. Is this one. Okay. See if I can put this on right now. This one also has a veil as well. Okay. Okay. All right. I would probably pin it up a little bit so that it's not hanging in certain areas. Okay. Trying to design this or fix it while I'm on the video with you guys. But as you can see here, very pretty hat. Something, like I said, that I've definitely used before. But yes, you can make your own kind of adjustments to it. An artist in Austin made this hat. It's basically a ball cap underneath, and she just designed these other things just around it, and I love wearing this one. I didn't realize in this bag that I had a dress that I normally perform in. I've used this dress when I had a performance in Los Angeles and at the Satellite, and actually the Satellite bar is needing to close down, which is kind of sad, but I'm glad I had the opportunity to do it. So this is a dress that I wore before, white. You can kind of see some of the rose print on it, definitely some shiny stuff, shiny fabric, shiny material, sequins and things like that. Okay, I've used this one before. And let's see what else I got here. Outside of fabric, hats in your wardrobe, some other things that you can add to either your stage or to yourself. More flowers. These are like the flowers that I have on the mic stand. I could send you guys maybe photos of this too, but there are photos where I have flowers in my hair. Okay. More flowers, right? You want to kind of do a Billie Holiday look, you know, or Diana Ross. These are actually the sunflowers that used to be on my mic stand. You got to keep everything. This is a fan in a video that I've used. I'll show you guys this video as well too. It's a peacock fan here. Kind of have to fluff it up a little bit, but I definitely have used this on stage and used a fan just to kind of add a different, you know, element. Keeping the audience engaged. Okay, more flowers. Another thing that I like is are feathers, and I have a bag of feathers here. A bunch of different colors here. It's mostly red, yellow, and orange. Okay. And yeah, just more feathers, more flowers, and things like that. Okay, little cute little flowers. Alrighty. So yes, so let's just kind of recap a little bit. I've used these before too. Using hairpins to pin in these items. You would trim the stems from the plants that you buy at either Michael's or Joann's. You have to get some wire cutters because it's really difficult to cut these things. Let's see. Let me cut one for you. Let me use one of these here. Sometimes you need the extra stem to kind of wrap around whatever you may use, but if you know you're not going to use it, just take the wire cutter and there you go. Okay. A wire cutter is going to be the best way to trim down these plants that you purchase here. So let's just kind of recap again all of the things that we have gone over. Again, the most important thing is doing what feels comfortable for you so that you can do your best for performing, okay? And you're going to want your audience is going to feel that energy as well. So again, just some tips. Think of things like your favorite color, maybe even favorite scent. A lot of people may eat favorite foods before performances. Drink a lot of water. You just want to make sure that you are healthy. All the little things and trinkets that you like, stones, if you like those things or whatever it is. I've seen artists have stuffed animals. I've seen other type of more dramatic costuming, whatever that you like. Makeup, different kinds of makeup. If you're into that, you can definitely do that. Whatever you feel comfortable doing. Okay, hair down, hair all the way up. Okay, a lot of different things that you can do to make yourself feel good. To make your audience feel good as well. They're there to see you, and always remember that. Okay, never forget why you're doing what you're doing. Set your intentions and your purpose, and the message that you're trying to convey through your music is very, very, very important. And then how you design everything around it to match what your purpose and message is very important. Make sure that that all marries together. Okay, we also talked about different lighting. Orange and red lights is what you see here. Sometimes I typically will use, and if one of my videos that you'll see for the NPR Tiny Desk Contest is like a blue light. You may even see the mic stand kind of light up a little bit. I had a friend do some glow-in-the-dark paint, like spray painted on my mic stand, so that kind of shows up sometimes during some performances. That's also another tip and trick, using glow-in-the-dark paint on your clothes. On your, using it as kind of your wardrobing as well too. Those things show up as well for depending on the kind of lighting that you are using. A big thing for me as well too is I am usually always barefoot in my performances because it makes me feel extremely grounded. Okay. It's just what makes me feel very comfortable. I also use a lot of pedals in my performances because I'm usually looping between harp and guitar and singing, and sometimes I don't want to feel comfortable in a weird shoe using my pedals. Sometimes I have and I will, especially if I've done performances like in December outside, so you probably wouldn't want to be barefoot for that. But usually I do like to be barefoot. It makes me feel the most comfortable. Think of all your favorite things. Think of your purpose. Think of your intentions. And put that into your design, and you will have an amazing performance. And I hope that you guys enjoy my videos as well. I'm going to make sure that you guys have my YouTube channel to check out. Again, you'll see the NPR contest entry where you'll kind of see the lighting that I've used. You can see the Ginger Shankar performances. And you can also see where I opened up for Madame Gandhi as well. And I did an Erykah Badu cover where you can kind of see a little bit more of the smoke from the sage to just kind of add a little different atmosphere. Also kind of a little bit different lighting there too. And you can kind of see how my mic stand actually kind of graduated and changed as well too. So I'm going to make sure that you guys have different videos to check out and even photos as well. And I'm here always if you have any questions, and it was great sharing some of my favorite tips with you all.